Good afternoon, Dr. Gonzalez. This is Muhammad Adel Hanbali, and this is my presentation for assignment number 5 about group cohesiveness. So we have a questionnaire that was distributed on a total of 248 groups, ranging from 2 members to 9 members. And so the questions were about the factors that lead to group cohesiveness and the consequences of group cohesiveness. This is the model of group cohesiveness. We have 4 factors that lead to group cohesiveness, that are the group size, the effectively managed diversity, group identity and healthy competition, and success. These will lead to group cohesiveness, which in turn will have 3 consequences, that are the level of participation within a group, the level of conformity to group members, and the emphasis on group goals accomplishment. So to start with, this is the multiple regression analysis results of the factors combined all together, because it's a multiple regression analysis. And first of all, the model is strong from the adjusted R square and the significant F. And here we can see that only the p-values of identity and healthy competition and success are within the 0 to 0.05 range, which is the level of significance of the model, which means that only success and identity and healthy competition do determine the group cohesiveness. So we can say that as long as we have good success and good identity and healthy competition, we do not care about the group size nor about how good are we managing the diversity. Now, looking at the coefficient of both, we see that the success coefficient is higher than the identity coefficient, which means that this factor is stronger than the identity factor. And here, as a way to maybe improve the group cohesiveness, we can focus more on the identity factor, because we can improve it better to be able to be not as strong as the success, but maybe stronger than it is now. So now we divided the groups. We divided groups into groups of 2 to 3 members, 4 to 5 members, 6 to 7 members, and 7 to 8 members, to see how the factors will have an impact depending on the group range. How big is the group is. So starting with 2 to 3 members, we can see that only success will have an impact on the group cohesiveness. So which means that in group of 2 to 3 members, we don't care about factors. We only need to focus on success, because it is the only factor that is determining group cohesiveness. Now, moving to 4 to 5 members, here identity will also have an effect beside success. Effective management of diversity and group size, anyway we divided the group size, will not have an effect. So success is stronger than identity and healthy competition, slightly stronger, the success. So we can focus more on identity and healthy competition in order to improve the group cohesiveness. The effective management of diversity is not does not make any difference in this case. Now, moving to 7 to 8 members, here it's a quite I find it quite a weird result that we got, because now here the 2 factors that will impact or determine group cohesiveness will be success and effective management of diversity. Now, identity and healthy competition is not included anymore in the level of significance, and here we can realize that effective management of diversity negatively affects group cohesiveness, meaning that the less we effectively manage diversity, the more group cohesiveness we will have. And maybe I can explain this by letting the managers let the group manage this diversity by themselves, let them better know themselves and get along. Now moving to 8 to 9 members, here effective management of diversity is the only factors that do not affect group cohesiveness. We have success, we have identity and healthy competition, and group size, and which means here technically that groups of 8 seems to have a maybe higher group cohesiveness than groups of groups of 9 members seems to have a higher group cohesiveness than groups of 8, because the bigger the group, the more the higher will be the group cohesiveness. Now moving on to the consequences of group cohesiveness. No matter the group size, we always come to the same conclusion that always group cohesiveness lead to the consequence. It positively affect the consequences because the coefficients are always positive, and the p-value of each of the cohesiveness depending on each consequence is in fact included in this level of significance. This is the model for the emphasis on group goals. This is the model for the conformity to group norms. And this is finally the model for participation. So as a conclusion, we can only conclude that success does always play a role in group cohesiveness. We see that success is always among the factors that impact group cohesiveness, and then the other factors are different depending on the group size, and in any way, every time the group cohesiveness positively impact the consequences. Basically that's it. Thank you for taking your time listening to my presentation, and have a good day.